Yes, an animal. And Adam and Eve, us. Now, why did I present this to you, brothers and sisters? Napansin niyo yung tinatawag ng parallelism sa creation week? If you have noticed, the first day is light. On the fourth day is what? Sun, moon, stars. The sky, what can you see up in the sky? Birds. He separated the water, right? Water up there, water down here. There's fish here, there's birds up there. Third day, land. What can you see up in the land? Land animals, humans. Napansin niyo yung tinatawag ng parallelism? Ang mundo ay hindi lang biglang pumutok at life came into existence. Everything is well planned by God. There is beauty in creation. But this should open our minds. Dapat mag-encourage natin, lalo na sa mga those who feel like they are insignificant. They're nobody. Kung mas maganda ang creation, how much more us? Right? Ano nga sabi ni Ellen White? We are what? The crown glory of all this creation. We are the apple of His eye. So, brothers and sisters, tapos na ba ang creation? Tapos na ba ang creation? How long did God take for Him to create the world? 7 or 6? 6 days. Tapos ang creation, yes or no? Yes! And what's, may kulang ba? There's one more. And there is what? Yes, rested. Sabbath. Sabbath is not an English word. Okay? Sabbath is a Hebrew word, which means? Ano ibig sabihin ng Sabbath? Yes, commonly we understand it as rest. But there's another meaning of Sabbath. The second meaning is stop. Tigil, ceasefire, like tigil putukan, cease, stop. That is the second meaning of Sabbath. It's not only rest, but it tells us also to stop. Stop from what? Maybe stop from Facebooking on Sabbath. Maybe stop from going to school to work on Sabbath. Maybe stop from what? Playing games on Sabbath. Sabbath doesn't only teach us to rest, but it also tells us to stop. Stop things that we do during these weekdays. Because the Sabbath is the day of the Lord. There is a story in Silang. Sabi ng isang church member, Pastor, pwede bang mag-preach ka? It was a Friday. Pwede bang mag-preach ka sa Vesper? Kasi wala kami speaker. Tapos sagot ng pastor, pag-Sabbath kasi I only preach during Sabbath, divine hour. Minsan ang mga pastor na ito, kadalasan ganun din ang isipan ng mga kapatiran sa loob ng iglesia. Why? Kasi akala nila ang divine hour ay ang pinaka-importante parating ng Sabbath. Kaya nga hindi sila makikita sa Sabbath school. Hindi sila bumabalik sa AY. Tama? Kasi akala nila, pag nagsimba sila ng divine, Sabbath na yun. Ganun din ba ang ating ginagawa dito, mga kapatid? Ano ba? Because in the Bible, ang Sabbath ba divine hour lang ang nang-record sa Bible? It is what? Let me ask you, ika-ilang araw ni Adan at ni Eva ang Sabbath when God created them? How old were Adam and Eve when the Sabbath came? Ika-ilang araw ni Adan at ni Eva ang Sabbath? Technically, 2 days old pa lang sila. Pero yung tinatawag na 24-hour, yung 1 whole day nila ay Sabbath. Ang first day nila ay Sabbath. It was not Sunday, it was not Friday. That is how special Sabbath is. And when God, ano yung unang nakita ni Adan nung nilikha siya ng Diyos? When God created Adam, what was the first thing that he saw? Kalabaw? Kahoy? Ibon? Ano ang unang nakita ni Adan nung nabuhay siya, nung pagkatapos ni tayo ng Panginoon? Ellen White told us na when God breathed the breath of life, the lips of God touches the nose of Adam. And when Adam opened his eyes, it was the face of God that he first saw. Ang first day ni Adan at ni Eva ay Sabat. Ang first thing na nakita ni Adan at ni Eva ay Diyos. Ang first thing na nilikha ng Diyos ay light, which is representing Jesus. Mga kapatid, do you see how important God is sa ating mga buhay? Those things is also our attitude, brothers and sisters. We don't just squeeze in Jesus sa ating schedules. He should be the primary purpose ng ating buhay. So, my message to you this morning is not about this. Okay? And creation is also like a play, like a drama. May background. And they're what? They're live, permanent, water, land, vegetation. First, second, and third day. It's just like a play, like a drama. And sino yung mga actors? Sino yung mga gumagalaw? Sila yung? It's not working. The sun, the moon, the stars, clouds, the birds. Yes. Do you see the connection? Kung gaano maganda ang nilikha ng Diyos? It's just like a play, a drama. That on Sabbath, every Sabbath, ito ang dapat mamuno sa ating mga isipan. Sometimes in our churches, we play drama like Fireproof, sa AY or something like that. Mga Christian movies. But we should play this thing in our mind every Sabbath to remind us that God, the Sabbath is for God, and then He has created us. Can you recognize the picture? What is this story? This is Moses, and what else do you see? Serpent. What happened to the serpent? To the people? Anong story yan?
Bronze serpent.
This is the story of the bronze serpent that bitten people, the Israelites, because he complained, right? And the story can be found where? In Numbers chapter 21. If you have your Bible, hard copy man yan, electronic man yan, please open it. Numbers chapter 21, verses 4 down to verse 9. Okay? And this is what we're going to study. There, this morning, may isang pag-aaral na kapatid na sinasabi doon na most of the sermons, most of the Bible study na ating maririnig sa pulpito, ang verses ay nanggagaling sa New Testament. Napansin niyo yun? Most of the sermons today in Christian churches ay galing sa New Testament. Why is that? Ibig ba sabihin, insignificant ang mga stories sa Old Testament? Ibig ba sabihin, hindi na applicable ang mga characters, ang mga lessons sa Old Testament? Ay hindi na natin ito pinipreach masyado? I hope not. Ang minister ko po sa IAS ay Old Testament and not New Testament. It's Hebrew. And so this morning I'm going to give you a story, something that is as rich as New Testament, and hopefully na magkaroon ng fresher perspective sa ating relationship sa Panginoon ngayong umaga. Numbers chapter 21 verses 4 to 9. We can read there the story of what? The bronze serpent. But before we go there, let us pray. God in heaven, Father, we ask you at this very moment, I am about to preach to the little promises of the Lord that you have inspired me. And so this morning, I would like to ask you, please help me. I know it was your plan, it was your purpose, that you have brought me here to test you. And so I ask you now, please help me that this message will bring blessing to us, that this message will bring comfort, will bring healing to us, and will strengthen us to be a better Christian, a better Jew. Jesus Christ. Amen. But before that, let's find out kung ano yung mga sources ng mga complaints ng Israelites. From Egypt going to Canaan, there are like 10 complaints. Ang story sa chapter 21 ay ikasampung complaint ng bayan ng Israel. This is the last complaint before they enter the promised land. Ano yung mga complaints nila, mga kapatid? Walang tubig. What else? There's no food, there's no water, there's no meat. Those complaints. And in the book of Psalms, chapter 78, sinusulat dito in verse 8, ito yung mga sources ng mga complaints ng bayan ng Israel. Their spirits were not faithful to God. Ang kanilang espiritu, kanilang mga kaluluwa, espiritu is not hindi tapat sa Diyos. What else? They refused to obey God's law. God said, remember the Sabbath day, but they don't want to remember it. They want to go to school and work. What else? They forgot the miracles God had done for them in the past. Nakalimutan nila kung gaano sila ginabayan ang Diyos in the past. 3 complaints, sources of the Israelites complaint. Napansin niyo mga kapatid, very true ito sa ating buhay today, right? Minsan, when we face problems, nakalimutan natin kung paano tayo diniliver ng Panginoon in the past. Minsan, we refuse to obey God's law. What else? Our spirits are not faithful to God. Yes. But anyway, let's go to the story. Verse 4. Then they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom. And so the people became very discouraged on the way. The question is, ano ang relationship ng Edomites sa Israelites? Ano sila? What are they? Have you noticed something here? Instead na mag-shortcut, instead magdaan sila sa land ng Edom, they have to go around. Ibig sabihin, humaba ang kanilang paglalakbay. They have to do the detour. Ano ang Edomites and Israelites? What are they? They're enemies, yes. But ang ancestor nila ay brothers. They're relatives. And as a result of this, na